by Emma Murphy, published the 23rd of January 2018, 4:19 p.m. over the Christmas holidays. I binge-watched Parenthood with my family mainly because I'm obsessed with Lauren Graham and I was delighted to see one of the characters come out in its fifth, even if it was only a storyline for one episode before she left for college again. That scene got me thinking about my favorite coming-out scenes for women on US TV and I wanted to share them with you. Warning, spoilers ahead. 1. Emily. Pretty Little Liars. Emily is understandably worried about her strict family's reaction to her coming out. In fact, SHES so jumpy that her dad believes that she is being harassed by Toby until she explains that she was actually gay and afraid of her parents' reaction. Worse still, the scene cut to commercial before her dad could say anything. When the show returned, Emily's parents are discussing the matter while she eavesdrops from the stairs. Her father is sympathetic by comparison, explaining that this is just who Emily is and HES just grateful that SHES alive and healthy, while her mother asks how they can fix her and blames Maya for turning Emily gay. Even those who came up to a supportive and loving family will know how Emily feels as she builds up the courage to tell her dad. 2. Santana. Glee. The Santana, Brittany storyline hit me hard when I first watched it because I too was in love with a girl who was unavailable, which made me hate myself and I was worried about coming out to conservative religious grandparents. So when Santana came out to her grandmother and got rejected, I cried. SHE's being so strong and she just wants for her grandmother to accept her so that she doesn't have to fight herself anymore, but her grandmother just doesn't care. Side note, my grandparents didn't act anything like Santana's grandmother and I regretted not telling them sooner. 3. Maura. Transparent at age 75, Maura is finally able to live her truth and comes out as transgender to her family. When she comes out to her daughter Sarah, after catching Sarah cheating on her husband with an old college girlfriend, Sarah asks if Maura will be dressing up as a woman from now on and she explains that she has in fact been dressing as a man for her entire life. 4. Haddie. Parenthood. Haddie's coming out was fairly understated in such a dramatic family. When she brought home her super awesome best friend Lauren in season 5, the couple got caught kissing by her younger brother who relayed the story to their mom, Christina. Now Christina has always been a loving and supportive mom, but she has a tendency to be slightly neurotic at times, so I worried that she would freak out. Luckily, Christina began her speech to Haddie by saying that her parents will always be there for her before Haddie confirmed the relationship. When Haddie came out to her dad, it took him a while to understand, possibly because Haddie didn't use the word bi, pan, or anything else, instead talking about her relationship with Lauren, but ultimately he was accepting of Haddie. It was also nice to see Haddie coming out 3 separate times to her mum, dad, and cousin because as we all know coming out is not a one and done thing. 5. Ellen. I was only 6 when this episode aired, so I only watched this for the first time in the late 2000s. I'd heard about it beforehand. No queer lady can really escape the momentousness of this coming out scene, which coincided with Ellen DeGeneres IRL coming out and knew what happened, but it is still touching to see. Ellen came out originally to her therapist, played by future US President Oprah, before doing the traditional rom-com dash to the airport to profess her feelings for Susan, albeit with the accidental triggering of a PA system that lets the whole airport know. 6. Callie. Grey's Anatomy. When Callie came out to her father, he responded by quoting Bible verses at her, but our favorite doctor gave as good as she got, reminding him of Jesus' message of love. This scene is not the first time that Callie came out, but it was empowering to see her stand up to her father even if it did mean that he cut her off. 7. Alex. Supergirl. Alex UMMS and R's her way through coming out to Kara in a way that must strike a chord with a lot of queer people. It was certainly how I first came out, mumbling and not really making a lot of sense. Kara tries to clarify exactly what Alex is telling her, but Alex doesn't know herself and Kara accepts this. It doesn't matter to her if Alex is gay or bi or pan, just that they're friends. 8. Carmen. The L Word. Most of the characters in the L Word have already come out long ago, so this is the only coming out scene in the entire show. Unfortunately, when Carmen comes out during a family gathering and admits that her friend Shane is actually her girlfriend, her family doesn't take the news well. SHE's chucked out by her mother and called selfish by her sisters for refusing to hide any longer. Geez. What are your favorite female coming out scenes on US TV? Would you like to see a follow-up piece for female coming out scenes in films or TV in other parts of the world? Let me know in the comments below. Follow Curve on Facebook and Twitter. How We Desire is the first English translation of a German essay on the relationship and tension between how we experience our duality and how we identify ourselves. Stockholm, the self-billed lesbian capital of Scandinavia, has launched a campaign in the form of an open letter inviting lovers, haters and hesitators to come and experience the city. How Kate Monag's character on the L Word shaped a generation. Kate Monog took time out from her DJ tour to reveal her thoughts on the L Word reboot, the Me Too movement, and dogs.